Good morning, friends. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. It is Monday, August the 3rd, 9:19 a.m. I'm a little early this morning, but just right on time. If you're new here, I'm Staar. I started my trading journey about 5 years ago, and I absolutely love it. I also want to let you guys know I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing that I say should be considered financial advice. This is simply just my opinion and what I see. So please don't take anything that I say as financial advice. And with that being said, I will also let you know that trading is very risky. You probably will lose some of your money, but not because of taking any of my advice, just because it's a risky uh, thing to start. You guys, I've lost tons of money trading, but I absolutely love it. And my biggest tip is never trade with more than you can afford to lose. Okay. With that being said, let's go ahead and look at these charts today. We are prepping for an awesome week. I have about $900 to pass this funded challenge, y'all. I thought I was going to be able to pass it last week, but I wasn't able to. And so let's go ahead and take a look at these charts so we can we're at with this funded challenge. What I'm looking for on this is my friends, the MNQ, which is going to be the mini NASDAQ. Okay. And I was looking for a buy up because we haven't hit TP quite yet on this. We broke structure for the buy. Let me show you guys what happened here. So we broke structure for the buy. And then we had a retracement back up. Okay. And even if I put my TP here, we still haven't hit TP yet. So I'm going to go ahead and put it here. And let's see what we're going to get. But this was our last lower high right here. I marked this up last night for my group of students that I'm working with. So we had our trading class. You guys, this was our breaker structure right here. Okay. And this was this order block that I had, this zone right here on this 1 hour. You guys can see that. All right. So we came up here, tested this, and we are looking to see if we're going to sell back down. What I'm going to wait for, if I look for a buy, is I'm going to wait for the market to break this last lower high here, and then I'll look to get in for a buy up. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little dash line there so you guys can see that. That's what I'm looking for on this particular, let's see here. I'm looking for a buy on this particular pair here. This is the mini NASDAQ. All right. I'm waiting for it to break this last lower high, and then I will look to take it up to this negative 27 on that TP, which is going to be here. Where did my fib go? Oh, let me just draw it on the 15-minute. So does anybody have any questions about that? If you do, let me know in the chat. Okay. We're here a little early, so we're going to kind of see what the market's going to give us this morning. But we had a pullback. We had a pullback, guys. That first pullback was, let's see. That pullback was, oh my goodness, Star, you drew your fib wrong. Okay. That first pullback was only to the 38%. Okay. So let's go over here and see what we're going to get. Let's see what we're going to get. We want to see if we're going to get a breakdown or are we going to continue to buy up. All right. And this is on the 1 hour time frame, marked up. Okay. I was looking at this. I was also looking at the mini Dow Jones. Let's see where we're at with that. I was looking for some type of break of structure to come. Okay, some type of break of structure. And I already have my structural lines drawn here. This is my last lower high. So if we break through there, I'll be looking for a sell down. All right. But with that being said, let me show you guys the TPs on this as well. So let's look at this mini Dow. Our last lower high was here. Okay, we broke, came back, similar to the NASDAQ. All right. So everything's kind of looking bullish today. All right, came back, retested here at that 50%. And now we have gone up here. This was TP2, and now we're almost to TP3 at the 53,415. Okay, so that's where we can start to look for some type of reversal, maybe around that area. So that's kind of where we're at, family. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we leave these markups here on our charts. Let me see. Yeah. All right. So you guys can see that. And you guys, if you're new to my channel, I use fibs for just about everything. And I love the fibs. My mentors that I have really learned from have been Mike Lito. I purchased his course. Jessica Lane. I love the way they trade. I love the way their brain teaches the information, and I was able to process it like that. Still has taken me quite a while, but I finally can see market structure. And so that's one of the things that I encourage all of you guys to be able to do, is to be able to look for market structure. Then you can see these moves play out over and over and over again and feel confident when you take your trades. Okay. So with that being said, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're out there in these YouTube streets, make sure you hit like, okay? Like the live. Stay on in and listen, because we are going to mark these charts up. We're going to start our walk here in the morning. Good morning. My screen's not clear. What do you want me to do to make it clear? You don't understand the lines, or what can I do? Let me take off the indicators. Good morning. Let me take off these things. All right. So what's not clear? Is it too small? Can you see it now? Let me show you what I have. So let's make it bigger for you. Is that better, Alfredo? Can you see it better now? Okay, good. Okay. So let me show you what I have on my screen, Alfredo. This is a mini Dow, all right? And what I'm looking for some divergence to start to form here on the bottom. I use the RSI, okay? So I'm looking for some divergence to start to form down here, which is kind of starting to form, because you can see it's going straight up here, and here it's going across. I'll mark that up. And so you guys can see that. I'm looking for some type of divergence to form. So you see this is kind of going straight across. And then this right here is going up, okay? So that means that the momentum is dying down a little bit from what we see here, all right? That's what I've learned, all right? And so what I'm going to look for is I'm going to look for some type of break or structure. My last structural point, the way that I see the market, Alfredo, this is going to be my last higher low right here. Okay, this is my last higher low. And so I'm going to wait to see what type of reaction I get from this higher low area that's right here. If at 9:30 we get a push down and break through here, then I'm going to be looking for some type of retracement and then a sell to get in there. All right, that's the way I trade, Alfredo. or I will look to see if this area gets tested and then continues to push up. All right. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. When I get on the charts, the first thing I do is I mark up my higher highs and my higher lows if we're in an uptrend. And then if we're in a downtrend, like we're in a downtrend here on our NASDAQ, I mark up my lower lows and my lower highs. So right now, this is my lower low here. Okay. And this would be my lower high right here where I have this line. And so those are the areas that I have marked up for my downtrend. Okay. If the market breaks this low when it opens and creates another low, then this white line, I'll move it to here because this would then be my new lower high. Okay, so this will be a lower low if it breaks this low, and then this will be my new lower high. And I'm waiting for some type of the market to give me some type of shift that says, hey, I want to go up from here, or I want to continue down. So that's what I'm looking for. All right. So it's 9:30 now. So let's see the type of reaction that we're going to get here on both of these pairs. We're going to see, are we going to go lower or are we going to go higher? Okay. That's what we want to see. Are we going to continue lower or are we going to continue higher? And if we're going lower, then this low here would have to get broke. Okay, I want to see this get broken through. And then this here will become my new higher low. All right. And you guys see that? That will become my new higher low where I just move my and now we want to see if we're going to get, if it breaks this area here, then I will be looking for the reversal and the buy up, a break and retest and then the buy up. Okay. And let's look back at the Dow. And you see it came down there and it tested that area. Is this going to be the sell down? Let's see. Let's see. All righty, guys. So we're looking at this area here. Let's see if we're going to get broken. If it breaks, and I'm going to close if it breaks this high. And we do have news, guys. We have news at 10:30. red folder. So we're going to have to be very careful in the markets. Okay. And I usually do not trade on the first 15-minute candle open, but you know what? Let's see if we're going to get the trade to go in our direction. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start my walk. Now I'm in the middle of a 50K funded challenge, you guys. I have about $900 and some change to make to complete this challenge. One of the things that I do is I don't do high lots because I think that's how you blow the account. So I'm just taking my time. I'm really studying market structure, waiting for my areas to get violated. So this area here was the area that we were looking to see if it got broke. It did break, but it broke with a wick. That's not really the safest trade. So I probably should have waited for it to close beneath, and that's just being impulsive. So see, follow your rules, Staar. Follow your rules so you can watch the stuff play out. But let's see what we're gonna get. Are we gonna get the break? Okay, that's what we're looking for, to get some type of breakdown. This area here broke with that wick. So we're looking to see if we're going to get some type of push down, at least here back to the 122. Okay. And if you want to, you can take it down to the 53.065. All right. So that's where we're at here. Let's see what we're going to get. Let's see what we're going to get. All right. Why does this keep disconnecting? I hate that. Don't keep disconnecting. Look, when we got our money on the line, don't keep disconnecting, okay? I don't know why the chart does that. See if we have any questions in the chat. Hi, good morning, Elena. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here, friends. Thanks for the thumbs up, the likes. So appreciate you guys coming back day after day. We're going to keep on marking these charts up. I would love for us to all be able to do a challenge together and pass it together. That would be so cool. I'm waiting to see if we're going to get a breakdown here. I have my market structure. I have my pivot point here. It did come down and break through there. However, it was not a candle close. I like to use the candle closes and not just the wick. When you do the wick, it's a little bit riskier. Okay, but we're not over leveraged, so we'll see if it plays out. So if it comes up here and breaks this high here, then we're going to close. Okay, but we hope that it comes down here to this 53.065 and even down here to this 52.992. So that's what we would like. Okay, that's what we would like. So let's see where we're going to get. And like I said, guys, we do have news at 10:30. So we have news at 10:30. So let's see if we're going to get this pushed down. Let's see if we're going to get this pushed down. We want to get the push down. The push down. Come on down, baby. Come on down. Retest this area here at the 0. That's what we're looking for. Let's look back over at NAS to see what we got over here. NAS, we did create the lower low. So this became our lower high area right here. So we want to see it break through this area here and give us a retest on that. All right. Over here, we're losing 59 bucks. Let's see what we're going to do. What we going to do? Are we going to close or are we going to? What are we going to do? What are we going to do, friends? 334 is my exit. So let's see. So if you guys are new, I walk in the mornings. We walk in the morning time, get our walk on, okay? So we're multitasking. I'm going to be on here walking for 100 minutes. So because I know I'm going to be on here walking for 100 minutes, it makes me not anxious with trading because I'll be able to trade and walk at the same time, all right? So we're waiting for the market to make some type of sell down, which is, look, it's finally doing. Come on. Break every chain. Come on down. Here we go. Finally, we're in profit. Let's go. All right. Let's see if we're going to get there. We're looking for it to come down here back to the 121. Okay. That's what I wanted. I want to see it come to the 121, guys. Let's see if we get it to come back to the 121. So when you get up in the morning, you draw your higher highs, your higher lows, your lower highs. I like to take my money right here at the 0. Okay. That's going to be at that 120-ish area. So let's see if we can get down there. My entry was at 240. Let's see what we're going to get, guys. I think news is at. Let me see what time news is. Can you guys see? This is how you look for news. You go to forexfactory.com. I think news is at 10. Is it at 10:30? It's at, today is the 3rd. News is at 10 a.m. Okay, so I don't want to be in a trade at 10 a.m. I don't know which way it's going to go. All right, so let's try to get our money before 10 a.m. Hopefully it can get to where we're going before 10 a.m. Come on, market. Let's push on down, baby. And a lot of times news will just take you right to where you're going just a little bit faster, but it can give you huge, ginormous spikes. And so you guys know I don't have no room for error. I just want to get as much as I can get on this funded challenge, y'all, and get on out. Okay, so we're up 25. Let's see if we can get down here to this 120. That's where we're trying to get, to the 120. Let's go, baby. This is what it looks like on the 5-minute. So you can see on the 5-minute, we're getting that push. Let's see if we can go ahead and get it pushed down to this 120-ish area. That's what we want to see. And then down to this 53.062. Okay. Nice, beautiful push there. Let's see if we can keep pushing. Keep on pushing, baby. We want to get that nice push down to the 53, 120. preferably before news. Okay. That's what we want. So you guys can see that. Now, where would our stop loss be? Our stop loss would be above this area here. Okay. And our take profits are going to be down here. I'm going to take my money at the zero because I always do. All right. I'm working on my patience and being able to hold my trades longer, but I am not there yet. I ain't even claiming to be. Okay. So we're waiting to get to 120 or 130, something like that. It'll be beautiful. A beautiful move down. Okay. You guys see it? And do you guys see why we took this entry? Because we were up, going up. This was our last higher. This was our last higher low on the 15-minute. It broke through there. Okay. It broke through there. And it began to, we had divergence forming. Okay. We had divergence forming. So that's the reason that I took that entry. So I'm waiting to see if we can get it down here to this 53, 120, 0 on the fib. This is TP1 right here at this level, the 0 on the fib. All right. And this is TP2 and this is TP3. All right. Let's see what we're going to do here. Come on down. I would love to be out of this trade in like 5 minutes. Okay. Before 10 o'clock news hits. So I'm hoping that we get down to the 0 before 10 o'clock. So I don't have to be in the trade at 10. Then we can see what the market's going to do. We're up 55, 59. This is nice. Y'all see it. Let's see if we can get this pushed down to the 0. Okay. We want to push down. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Give us that push down that we so want to see. Okay. It's not going the way we want. We don't want you to go up. We want you to go down. Okay. Let's see if we have any questions in the chat. I'm doing great, Elena. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We're going to go over market structure. We'll look at GU for you today too. We'll look at GU for you as well. So you trade GU. I might learn how to trade me some GU too. All right. Great weekend. Oh, come on, market. Taking all of our $50, taking all of our money, putting us back in the negative. What you doing? What you doing? So let's go ahead and get a little music playing. As you guys know, I love music. Love starting our days off with a little music, a little praise and worship. So here we go. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. All right. Let's go ahead and get this. 9:48, guys. We don't want to be in a trade right when news happens. It's going to happen at 10. And it's a red folder. So I just prefer to be out of my trade by 10. So, but this song says, because he lives, I can face tomorrow. And we know that. So thankful to have a personal relationship with the Lord. Without God, I could do nothing. I'm so thankful to the Lord for everything that he's done and everything that he continues to do in my life. I can hope and pray that he's blessing you and your families out there. And I truly thank God for trading because it is giving me another stream of income. And that's what we want. We want to be able to have income be able to create income for our families. And that's what this channel is going to do. I am an autism mom. My son has severe autism. So I haven't been able to like work a traditional 9 to 5 corporate America. I haven't been able to do that gig. And I'm, that has its pros and cons, but I'm so thankful I'm able to be present with my son and be present to the moment with him and everything that he needs. And that's what I want trading to do. I want it to give us the things that maybe I always say, if I was able to go get this big time job, I would be able to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And one of the things I want to do, I just dream all the time about different things. But one of the things I know I want to do is I write music, and I want to be able to use my money that I make from trading to maybe go into being able to do like a music promotional campaign. Those are things that I wouldn't normally do with my regular household money, just because. But if I had just the surplus, it just makes you dream again. Like, what would you do with the surplus? You know what I'm saying? So do you guys dream? Let me know what you would do with the surplus. What's the extra stuff that you want to do with trading? Let me know. GU and gold. Okay, we'll look at both of those, honey. GU and gold. What would you do with the surplus when you guys make it? What would you do? I want to do music promotion for my music that I write. What do you guys want to do? Let me know in the chat. What keeps you going with this trading when you've lost money and are afraid? What keeps you going? Okay, guys, we got 10 minutes before news. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's get out in profit. Let's go. Bring me down here to the line. Come on, honey. Let me see what you guys, let me know what you dream of. What do you dream of out there? What are you dreaming of? Let's see. Here goes let's look back at the NAS. What are we doing? Did we break our trend line? Not yet. Okay. So we're waiting for. This is our higher low now. This is that higher high area. Let's see it break and retest there. And let me see here. Oh, come on. Look at what it's doing. We were up 38. We're losing 38. That is so irritating. This market sure knows how to irritate you. It knows how to irritate your spirit, okay? It knows how to irritate your spirit. All right, let's see where we're going to be at in 2 minutes, because I don't want to be in it in news. So let's us see where we're going to go at. Take us to the moon and then to the pits. Where are we going to go at? I'm trying to get down to 120, and it's going up to 280. Let's go. Back down now. We got 5 minutes. 334 is my stop. So let's just see if it's coming back to retest area and then take us back down, or are we going to go up? $240. Let's get it. I got to figure out how to put on here the all right, market. What you doing, market? What you doing? Okay. Let's see. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm going to tell you something. This Dow Jones, it ain't no fun. Okay. It's taking you up the mountain and all. It messes all with your emotions. Let's go. 5-minute candle. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're getting some wicked exhaustion on this. We got 5 minutes before news, guys. Don't really want to be in it on news because I don't even know how to set my stop loss above here. Like, how do I do that? Don't know how to do that. Let's go. Come on. $31, $35. Let's get me back in profit. Bring me down. Let's go, baby. Get us on down into some profit around here. We want to get to the 120. You know, it's so funny when you start talking to the charts. You're like, okay, I promise I'm not crazy. Talking to the charts, y'all. Let's see if anybody has any questions out here. GU and gold. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. Okay. This is going to be a gamble. This is going to be a gamble. I can hold it through this news, or I can take whatever we get right before. Let's see. Let's see. Two minutes. Let's see. What are we doing? Are you going to give us? Here we go. 2 minutes. Let's go. I think I'm going to take my money. If we come in profit, I just don't want to close without profit, but I don't want it to spike all the way up either, guys. And that's a possibility. With news, anything is possible. Okay. And I don't want to make myself have to go longer on this funded challenge because I'm being careless. So let's see what we're going to get here. I'm going to give myself 60 more seconds. Let's go. Mm-hmm. 9:58. Come on. Let's see. What are we doing? Our TP is here, and then here, and then here. Let's see what we're doing, guys. Let's see. 9:59. Here we go. I'm closing before. Am I closing before or am I not? Oh my goodness, Staar. I guess you're not. I guess you're not closing. $10 o'clock. Guess I didn't close. Let's see what we're doing. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? News. It's news, babes. And now 50. Let's see what we're getting. 44. What are we doing? 48. 50. 55. I got my finger on it. Let's see what we're going to get, y'all. I'm just looking for the sell down. Okay. But we did just have news. So let's see what we're going to get. If we're going to get the buy up or we're going to get the sell down. That's the $1 million question. That's the $1 million question here. $334 is my stop. And are we going to get stopped out? All we wanted was for it to come down. And it play right, but it has not. It didn't do right for us, guys. We're getting a break above. Okay. Let's see what we're closing at. I'm going to go ahead and close so I don't lose a bunch. This makes us have to take a little bit more time on our funded. Let's see. 115. Let's see what we're getting. We're going to go ahead and close because I don't want it to go spike all the way up. So that's a loss on that. That is a loss on that. Oh, you know what? I'm still walking on 0.2. Still walking on 0.2. Okay, guys. So we should have got out of that before news because it was definitely a possibility that it could go up to that 61.8 on the 1 hour. And you guys can see the long wick and it didn't close beneath with the body. So those were all. But right here is the 61.8 at the 415. So it might be going up to the 415 and then going to come back down. Either way, we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, let's look at the NAS. We are going to finish this funded challenge. And we're still going to follow our rules. Even after we pass our funded challenge, we're still going to follow our rules. because we want to be able to keep the accounts, right? Okay, so we're getting a retest here. We had this area marked up. We are getting a retest on that. So let's see how we respond here at this area. If we're going to go ahead and take the buy up. Okay, we just got a break. We broke our 1 hour trend line, and we're looking to buy this back up to the 702.50. Okay, so we are looking for a buy, and it's giving us that move now on our 15 minutes. So let's start to look for some type of rejection here at this area here. I'm going to go ahead and buy here. We're looking for some type of rejection here at this area for our buy up. We should be able to take this to the 702.50. Okay. First stop would be this 632. The next stop would be the 702.50. All right. And let's make sure you guys understand why I took this trade. This was our lower low. When the market opened, this was our lower low. I had drew this line. If it created a lower low than that, then this would become our lower low, and this would become our lower high. It then made another higher high than that, and it broke it, the trend line. Now it retested this right here. That was a great entry there, marked up, and I took it for the buy. And I'm taking it for the buy up. This would be my first TP here, but I can probably take it up to this higher high at the 702-ish area. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be looking to do. And then ultimately up to our negative 27. All right, so that's what I'm looking to do on NAS. Just take it up to here. And then if not, just there up to the 29,106. Okay, so that's that. So let's just see how much we can ride this up. This will offset our loss that we just took on the Dow. Let's see what we're getting over here now. We spiked up. You guys see this nervy Dow? We know it's still coming down here. It's so nervy. All right. Let's see if we have any questions. GU and gold. Okay. We'll look at GU and gold. This is my story. This is my song. Praising my Savior. Praising my Savior. Praising my Savior all the day long. All righty. So praise God for another day. Y'all see this Dow? I mean, this NAS is moving. Come on. Come on, baby. Just come on up here to the 630, and then where's our entry? 555. So as we get to 630 on up to 703, still be a good day. We're going to pass this funded challenge. Passing this funded challenge, baby. We're going to pass it. And we're not passing it by taking huge lots and making like these huge risks. We're passing it by being consistent, by taking calculated risk. And it feels good when you do it like that, because you're not really like on high stress. I can't do anything that's going to put me on high stress because I have enough stress in my regular life. You guys agree with me out there? I don't know what your life is like, but we're not doing trading for it to be more stressful. We want to be able to analyze the charts, make our best calculated decision, calculate our risk to reward, and then we want to be able to go for the move. Okay, so that's the way we're doing that. So this is, we're up 88.79. Let's see if we can get back up here. All right. Let's see if we can get back up here. We can get to the 702. That would be beautiful. That would be a great buy for us to be able to get to the 702.50. What y'all think? Can we build it? Yes, we can. Let's see if we can get up there, guys. Get up, get on up, hey, get up. Let's see if we can get up there. Okay. All right, 81.50 up, guys. 80.70 is going back and forth. Let's see if we can get on up here to this area. Still have a green day. Took a little loss on Dow. We're up 92.50 over here. So we'll offset that and we'll still be ahead. Let's see if we can just ride this up to that 702. That'll be our first stopping point. Second stopping point will be TP at the 106.25. All right, so all right, 147. If we get that 147 points, that'll be about $300 on that move. Come on. No, it's taken away. Mm. All right, guys. Let's see what we're getting over here. Getting that. See, I'm glad we got out of that. Okay, so see, it's buying up. 415 is our negative 27. I mean, our negative 61.8. Okay, so you guys can see that. This area right here is our negative 61.8. So we have to see what we're going to get there. And then we'll look again for a break. You have to be careful when it's just a wick, because a wick is just a test. I know that. I even put it in my book. Okay. I even put it in my book, y'all, but I did not follow the rule. Okay. So a wick is just a test. We got a wick down this morning, not a break beneath. Okay. So that was a risky move and it did not play out in our favor. Let's see if this one's doing any better. We're looking for the buy up here on the NAS, up here to the 7, back up here to the top of this zone at the 702-ish area. That would be great if we can get that push up to 702 and then even onwards and upwards to our TP on that is 29,106. Okay, 29,106. So let's see if we can get up here to the 702. We get up to 702, that'll be almost a $300 move for us. So that'll be great. Still put us green on the day. And then if we can find maybe one more move after that, that's a good day. All right. Be a good day in the neighborhood. So let's see if this can continue to push up to this area here. It doesn't look like a lot. I know you can do it, Naz. I know you can. I know you can. I know you can. Okay. Remind me of Fred Hammond. Lord, be a fence all around us every day. All right. Let me tell you guys again why I took this trade. Okay. I took this trade because we were just coming back down to retest this area. That's my thinking. I waited for it to break the hour trend line. And so what I waited for the market to do was to stop making lower lows and lower highs. And when it broke that last lower high and the trend line, I got in for a buy. So we broke through. This was our retest right there. And this was that last high. And I got in right there at that line, as close to it as I could. All right. And then now we're buying up. I'm going to be looking for it to come up here to TP 1, which is the 0 at the 702. And then our next TP, the negative 27, is going to be right here at the 29,106. Okay, so let's see how the market does. This is doing beautiful. We're up 150, 160 on this one. Okay, so we're getting a beautiful move here. Let's see if we can take this up to the 702 and see how we get, what kind of reaction we get at the 702. And then we'll look to see if we can ride it up to the, Well, if I make it to the 702, that'll be great for me. Because y'all know I'll be pulling my trades, okay, at the zero. But we'll see how my patience is. I really want to pass this funded challenge. So if I just stay in a trade that's already winning versus jumping out and looking for another one, then that might be better. But anyway, we'll look and see the reaction that we get here at the zero at the 28,702. Next TP is 29,106. So that's quite far away, but we'll see what the market does. Okay. So that's what we're looking at. We got Elena on here. So let's go ahead and take a look at gold and let's look at gold and we are running in profit now. So let's see if we can keep that up and keep pushing up here to the 702. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at gold. Let's see what we're getting on gold. So you guys see when the market opened, we opened up with that gap. And almost every NAS and Dow and gold all came back to fill that gap. So let's see what we're looking like on gold. Gold. What are you doing? Okay, so uptrend, break a structure, up and so down. Okay, so we're low here on gold, broke here. This was our higher high. Okay, let me see. If I put you here, broke, retested down to okay, so we broke, retested almost down to 61.8. Got there. Here, we started to have divergence form. Okay, then we look for a sell. So we broke here. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so this last move is we broke here. There, we broke structure there for the sell on this gold. Okay. We broke structure there for the sell. We broke, retested at the 61.8. Okay. And now we're selling back down. We're at the zero. Negative TP is going to be negative 27 and then 40.10. So this is gold's markup for the hour time frame. We were buying up. So what we would have been waiting to do is catch the lower. It made a lower low here. So it'd be to wait for it to come back, retest this area here, and try to get in for the sell down. That's what I see for gold. Let me see. It's kind of in this little channel here. On the 15-minute, if we look at it on the 30-minute, yeah. It's kind of in this little channel here. So we were making higher highs and higher lows, and then we broke here. So if we come back up, retest somewhere here, we can look for the sell continuation down to this 40.047 right there. Okay, and there. That's where we're at with gold. 15-minute. Let me look and see what this is doing. Is it still buying? Hope it's still buying. Oh, we're up to 15, guys. We're pushing. Let's see if we can keep going. Let's see if we can get up here to the what? 703. Let's see. And this puts us up for the day. Puts us up for the day. Okay. You guys see this on the NAS? Nice. Yes. Hey, AKW Cap. How you doing, friends? How are you doing? We're going to buy on the NAS. We are looking at gold to see what we think it's going to do. So thank you guys for coming in. This morning we took a loss on Dow, but we're getting a beautiful buy on NAS, okay? We took a sell on the Dow carelessly, okay? Getting a beautiful buy on the NAS though. So let's go ahead, get back over here and look at it. We want to see it go here to the 702.50. So we have about 30 more points on this, and we want to see how the market's going to react when we get up here to this area, because this is where we had a lot of resistance before. And we want to see how we're going to act if we're going to get that beautiful push right through on up to TP. Our TP is going to be here at this 29,106. Okay, so we want to see what type of reaction we're going to get there. And I have a line drawn here, and I think it's because this is a daily line. Let me look and see. I think me and Elena were going over this stuff, these foundation levels and stuff, and marking this stuff up. So this was our daily level here. Yeah, we had a level right here, right where we're at, guys. And this is going to be a lower high here at the 29,360 for the daily. So we've been going down on this daily. We broke structure on that daily right here. So this is a very, very critical, pivotal point that we're at right now. What are we going to do at this area? What are we going to do? Okay, you guys can see this is a daily. I'll show y'all this. This is critical. I'm looking at it here. So I'm trying not to make it make me take my money, but it looks like you guys can see this right here, right? It's daily. Okay, so this is where we broke structure at on the daily break. And this was our retest. So now we're coming back up here to test this area right here. Are we going to be able to push through? This is a strong area right here, guys. It's a very strong area. So we want to see what's going to happen here at this area, if we're going to be able to push through. That is very critical, this area right here on the daily time frame. Okay, so we're at 6 feet. We're trying to get to 703, and I'm wondering, are we going to make it? Are we going to make it to the 703? Okay, what y'all think? We were there before, but we had a long wick off of it. You guys can see that. And so we're coming back up to test that area now. Now, the good thing about it is we got this momentum on our side here. So we're looking to see what we're going to do when we get to that 703. We got 30 more points, guys. We're 40 now. So I'm about to, y'all know me. If y'all don't know, I take my money and run. Have a good day. I don't be in this market like, oh, I'm just going to play around with you because I realize it don't play fair, okay? But we're going to see. 703 is our first TP. All right, let's see. 703, and we want to see what happens when it gets there. Are we going to push away or are we going to? Oh, look, we're getting beautiful momentum, guys. Beautiful. Are we going to push away or are we going to go ahead and get that buy continuation? Let's see. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's go. 703, 250. I'm about to take my money. Look. Let's go. 703. Are y'all cheering out there for the 703? Go, 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 go. 703. We're coming for you, baby. But remember, it's not a number, it's a zone. So this whole area, do you guys see it on that daily? Do y'all see the resistance? Do y'all see the resistance on that daily time frame? That's a strong time frame, y'all. A strong, strong, strong time frame. So it's like when you get there to that time frame, you really got to make a decision. Do you want to go up against the daily? If you're going up against the bad boys, when you go up against the daily, you see this market is trying to really get some momentum to go and break through this area right here, because this is a daily area that got broken. And it's right back at that area that got broken. Y'all see that? It's gotten to push with everything it's got. Come on. It's having a baby right now, okay? This market is trying to push back up. The bulls are saying, we ain't going back down. This is as low as we're going to go. All right. They're having a knockout, drag out. Let's see who's going to win. Who y'all think's going to win? Me, myself, I'm voting for the bulls. Okay. I'm voting for those bulls to win. Here we go. I'm about to get my money at 250 again. If it comes back up here, look. Because I'm like 40 points. I really don't care who wins in 40 points. I closed. I took my money. Okay. I got 250 something out the market. That's good. A good day, a good trade. We saw it. We took our money. I still believe it's going to the 703, but I'm not going to be in there for those 20 points. Okay. To get it. All right. So that's the 703. We are going to get there. We'll probably get there right now that I closed. We'll probably be right there now, but I closed my trade. But when you get up there to that daily and you see that daily, we had drawn this stuff up last week when we marked our charts up. This looks like a lot going on, but this is strong because this is where we broke support at right here. Broke support here for the sell down on that daily time frame. So you guys can see that right there. That's a strong, all this area. You see how it just wicked back down here. It wicked back down here. So we're trying to see what's going to happen now. Are we going to get that push through or are we going to wick back down? Okay. So that's what we want to see. But our TP, our first TP is this 702, 703-ish area. Oh, it's almost there. It's getting there. Our second one is going to be TP2 on this fib is going to be this 27106. Okay, 27106. And that's right here. Okay, 27106, which is right up here. All right. Any questions? She said, wow, let's go. Yay, Elena. You see it, friend. You see it. Yeah, beautiful trade. We had a good trade, guys. Yeah, beautiful move on the NAS. We caught that. Okay. We caught that move. We got to finish this funded challenge. Okay, so we took a 1 win, 1 loss today. We'll see if we can go back over to NAS. Now, let me get back to gold so I can show anybody that was having any questions about gold. Gold looks like we are looking for sales on gold overall because the market just broke structure for the sell on gold. It broke it right here on the 1 hour time frame is what I'm going to mark it up on. Okay, so it broke right here, 1 hour. It broke structure for the sale. It gave us a beautiful retracement back up here to the 61.8, which means we should be able to take it down here to the 61.8. Okay, so this is our fib. And I'm going to mark where it broke structure just so that you guys can see that. For me, I use a chopped line. I want you guys to be able to see. So when it broke through this area right here, I'm going to chop the line so y'all can see the dashed line. When it broke through here, that was the break of structure. And then it came back up and gave us a retracement. Okay. And now we were looking for the market to break structure on a smaller time frame for our sell down. Okay, so it did break our last higher low from the retracement, and now we're looking for the retracement back up again so we can get in for the sell down. You guys can see that it broke. Okay. There. Here. Okay, so this is our retracement break here on the right. Wait for some type of retest here. All righty, guys, we've been walking. Oh my goodness, I've been walking the whole hour on 2.0. Lord. Oh, this isn't going to be a 500 calorie walk or 600 or 700 calorie walk. I've been walking so slow. Oh my gosh. What in the world was I thinking? Okay. What in the world was I thinking with that? Okay. This is gold. We're looking for the pullback to finish. It broke structure here. And now we're waiting for our up so we can go back down. All right. So that's where we're at with gold. Let's see if we're going to go a little bit higher or if we're just going to stop at this 38.2. I think it could come back to the 50% at 4097. That's a healthy retracement. $109 is our last high. All righty. Let's see what's going on the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones. Let's see what's going on here. Dow. You see how it came up? It's a dirty, dirty, dirty market. Okay. Okay. So now we have a higher high and we have a higher low here. This is our higher low because this is our higher high. We'll move this up. All right. We'll see if we get an opportunity. And you guys see we have divergence. It's going up here still. All right. But over here, we're going down. You can see we were going across and now we're going down. So this is our higher high, even though this is our higher high right here. So you guys can see we have, I guess you'll say better divergence. So we'll see if we get this break here. If we get this break right here, then really I think the break would be here because it was two red candles. So I'll still put my break here. Oh, wait, that's not even, this we need 15-minute structure, baby. Okay, so yeah, this is my break right here. So if we get this break, guys, right here, this is where we could take a sell, okay? That's our 15-minute break. And we do have divergence on the Dow. Let's see what we're getting on NAS. You got to, oh, it broke that 703, guys. Yay. Okay. Beautiful move today on the NAS. We caught that. We got out about 20 points before about 780-ish. So how high did it go? It came up to 730. That would have been another $100. Okay. That would have been 350. We could have made off of that trade. All right. Our TP on the 1 hour is at 29,106. Okay, so we want to see the market push away. It may come back to retest these areas here again, but this is our TP1. We just got hit. TP2 is at the negative 27, and our TP3 would be at the negative 61.8. This is off of our 1 hour structure. Okay. See if we have any questions in the chat. Oh no, the screen is blurry. Maybe it is your network. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I need to make it bigger. Let me know if I need to make the screen bigger so you can see it better. Hold on. I don't know why it's blurry. It's definitely not blurry on my side. Let's see. Do I need to make the candles bigger? Okay. You guys see how beautiful our NAS buy played out? Perfect. Perfect, perfect. We made 250 off of that. And now we are up on the day. I'm looking to see what we're going to get for our Dow Jones. If we're going to get a break here, then we might be able to sell it down. Okay. So let's see what we're going to get here. Have some successful trades this morning. All right. See what we're going to get. And for gold, I'm waiting for a pullback. On gold, I'm waiting for a pullback. A little bit more of a pullback. Up to, if I wish it could go up to the 97, that would be beautiful. Right now it's at the 38.2. I don't trade gold too much on here, even though I'm on this funded challenge. On here, let me tell you something. Gold contracts are $10, baby. So if you put in one, it's $10 a pip. And so you just don't want to make sure that you're not taking big losses, and you definitely don't want to get in too soon. Okay. So we're looking for gold to come up a little bit higher. I would say to maybe right here, this 50%. It's at the 38.2 right now. So up, down, up. Okay. Let's see. So 92. $92 when gold was good. Let's see. This has been a slow day walking because I've only done 319. Wasn't paying too much attention. Got caught up in that NAS buy, and I've been walking on 2.0. Was supposed to do it for 10 minutes and did it for 60. Woo, it's okay. My legs must have needed a break, okay? Legs must have needed a break. As long as you're moving and doing something. I love trading and walking at the same time. I'm on a walking pad, and I absolutely love trading and walking because I know I'm going to be on here for a while. So it makes me keep my, like, I don't feel like I got to have FOMO because I know I'm going to be on here for a minute. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and do our devotions while we see what the market's going to give us. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our devotions while we wait and see what the market's going to give us. This is gold. If you're looking with me, this is gold structure. And what we're looking for a retracement back up because this is our break. And we're looking for a retracement back up so we can get the sell back down. Okay. Our sell is TP1 right here, the bottom there, TP2 here, and then TP3. Okay. All right. So let's see if my screen is not clear anymore. Oh no, the screen. Hopefully my screen. Let me know if the screen cleared up, Elena. Let me know. Okay. So let's go ahead. Looking over here. Let's look at our next move. We want it to come from. See what's going to happen on the Dow. It's kind of just consolidating around here. So let's see there. 51.25 is the break, guys. 53.125 break. And remember how I say you can understand the direction the market is going, but sometimes you're too early. This was an example of that today. We saw the divergence, and then we saw the wick, and we entered off of the wick, but we were too early because the market still went higher than that. Okay. So you don't want to enter too early, because if you're over leveraged and you enter too early, you're going to blow your account. But because we don't over leverage over here, we're just trying to take it step by step. We're not over leveraging. We are taking calculated risk. Okay. So what I want to see, and I want to see a break of structure, a break with power. Okay. I want to see a break with power through this circle here. Okay. This is our structural point. This is our last higher low. Okay. This was our higher high. This is our higher low. I want to see it break through this area with power to give us a sell down. All right. That's going to be our signal. Hey, we're going to sell. All right. And that's off of the 15-minute structure. On the hour, let's see what it looks like. The hour, our breaker structure is not until here. All right. So on our hour, this would be the break. So we're going to see if we're going to come back down here and test this area. And that's what we can see if that's what's going to happen. Okay. So on our hour, that would be the break. On our 15-minute, that's the break. On our 30-minute, let's see if we have the same area. It's going to break the low. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So this morning, we've been having our devotions throughout these last couple months where I've been live. Last week, we talked about having victory in God, knowing that our labor is not in vain. Hope you guys know that there's victory in Jesus, okay? And today, our scripture is going to be Psalms 46:10. It says, "Be still and know that I am God." This is your meditation journal. It's written by my favorite girl in the whole wide world, my mommy, Deborah Ann Bartlett. It's available on Amazon. It's called Meditation Journal. I love it because it has scriptures in there, just enough to get you going for the day, guys. It's got beautiful pictures inside. These are pictures that we've taken all over the country in the RV traveling. Not AI. Almost all these pictures she took standing up on a bench. I mean, like, be careful. She's standing up on benches, taking pictures and stuff. Going out in the morning, having her quiet time with the Lord, taking pictures of the sunrise, and the evening, taking pictures of the sunset. And I love that my mom has found joy in those things because it taught me how to find joy in those things too. How to just appreciate the beautiful canvas of God and his masterpiece, okay? All his work, all of his art, right? And so, anyway, the title of this is called Be Still with God. And that's Psalms 46:10. It says, "For be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." Okay. It says we can tap into God's presence when we're in a quiet place where we can hear from God. Okay. We don't have to worry because God is in control of our lives. He wants us to be still so we can hear what he is telling us. All right, let me read that again. It says we can tap into God's presence when we're in a quiet place where we can hear from him. We don't have to worry because God is in control of our lives. He wants us to be still so we can hear what he is telling us. All right. And so I think about this because a lot of times my life is so noisy. It's so much input from everything. You guys hear me up now and see me up now. I'm able to walk and do this. I kind of have a little quiet space. That is until my kid gets up. When my husband gets up and my kid gets up, it turns into the quiet space that I'm currently in turns into a movie theater. Okay, the TV gets loud. My son comes down with his music and he starts rocking out and dancing to his music. And I love those sounds, but sometimes it's so overstimulating and I end up feeling like the one with the autism because I'm like, oh my God. But my son has severe autism, so he loves music. He can take all that input coming in from every single direction and he'll bring his speaker in blasting at 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning. So sometimes our lives do get a little noisy, okay? But we still have to take time to be still with God and to be able to hear what God is telling us, what God is trying to show us. And be prayerful for those things. Ask the Lord to show you, because for me, I know I ask God, show me where I'm making the same mistakes with this trading. Show me where I'm making the same mistakes in my life over and over again. It could be in any part of your life, but I know for trading, I've been working at it for 5 years. So where am I being hard-headed? Where am I not getting it? Show me me. And that's the hardest thing for us to see sometimes is ourselves. And so be still with God and ask God to show you the things that he would have for you to do, show you the direction he would have for you to go, and just really surrender your life to him. When I sat down with God, I asked him, I said, if you don't want me to do this trading, I won't do it, because I don't want to be out of the will of God. You guys understand what I'm saying? I don't want to be out of the will of God. I want to be right where God wants me to be. And I know he didn't take the desire from me, and I knew he wanted me to get it, because he continued to allow me to persevere when everybody around me quit. Okay, so that was a sure sign that this is what he wants for me. He didn't allow me to give up. Everybody that I started with quit, guys. Everybody. But we're still here. And now we're even on YouTube teaching, on YouTube making money live. Okay, get excited about that. So be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. God is going to be lifted up. Okay. So it says stop fighting. The Hebrew word for be still means to let go and relax or drop your hands. How about that? I love that. Let go, relax, or drop your hands. Or how about surrender? That's a good word, right? I surrender all, right? So we can surrender, but that's what it means to be still. Let go, drop your hands, be still, surrender, okay? Know God. It is an invitation to stop stressing and remember who's in control. And that's exactly what my mom had put here. We don't have to worry, because God is in control of our lives. When you realize that you know God, you know he's in control of your life. Hallelujah. That song I sing, it says, step aside. This didn't catch him by surprise. So be still and trust him. Step aside. Get out of his way. Okay. That's even one of the ad libs. Okay. And global praise. God reminds everyone that his power covers the whole world. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world. Okay. He's got the whole world in his hands. We sung that when we were little, but it's so true. Never, 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 never forget. Never forget God's got the whole world in his hands. Be still and know that I am God. He's in control of everything. We don't have to worry. The Bible tells us not to be anxious for anything, but through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. That means while you're waiting on the Lord, you keep a good attitude, okay? With thanksgiving, while you're waiting on God to show you how to trade, you keep a good attitude. While you're waiting for God to give you your breakthrough in anything, you keep a good attitude. Keep a good attitude, and you make your request be made known to him. All right. That attitude is something to be said about a person with a good attitude. All right. So know that you can tap into God's presence at any time. Try to find that still, quiet place where you can hear him, so that you can be led by the Spirit of God, so you can be in the will of God. All right. Knowing that God is in control. He's got the whole world in his hands. And then we would say, he's got you and me, brother. In his hands, he's got you and me, sister, right? In his hands. He's got all of us in his hands. All right. So that's our word for today. Psalms 46:10. Be still with God. Be still and know that I am God. Hallelujah. God is in control. All right. So that's our scripture for today, friends. What we're looking right now at on this Dow Jones is we're looking to see if we are going to get a break beneath here. If we're going to get a break beneath here, and if we do get a break beneath here, then we'll draw up a sell fib. Okay. We're looking for some type of break of structure, a retest, and then a sell down. All right. That's what I'm looking for here because we do have divergence. Once again, we've got some divergence. Okay. And this morning I got faked out because what? That divergence, it didn't break it, it tested it. Okay. So we need a break. On this Dow Jones, you need a break, honey. You can't be going by no test, okay? You got to have a break beneath. All right. I think I lost money last week doing the same thing, okay? So I got to be mindful of that. Don't let me keep making the same mistakes over and over again, Lord. I don't want to do that, okay? So we want to learn from those mistakes. All right. This is what's going on we are getting that pullback now. Look how beautiful that is, guys. That was a beautiful move. We took our money at the 680. Y'all see it got up here to 794. We could have made another $200. That would have been a $450 move. And then I wouldn't be looking for another move. But you guys know what? We were at this zero. I take my money at the zero. I try to because that's been the safest bet for me. Now, this is 1 hour structure. So our TP on this NAS is up here at the 270106. But remember, this is the area that we broke structure for on the daily. Okay. This was that daily area that broke. So you guys be very, very mindful of this area. This is a very strong area on that daily time frame. So be very mindful of this area, okay? On gold, we were waiting for a pullback. Let's see if we got, it didn't give us the pullback that we were hoping for. And now it looks kind of like we are getting if we close beneath this candle here at 4087, then we could possibly get in for a sell down, okay? We're looking for a retracement. I was looking for one to come up here to the 50% at the 097. All right. And then I think those are the three we looked at. Now we need to look at GU. All right. Did anybody have any questions? Thank y'all for being here. Any questions about anything? We're walking. We've walked 94 minutes today. We'll be walking for another 6 minutes. I forgot to turn my walking pad up to 4.0. So I might only end up with about 500 calories for my walk on today. But either way, it was a great walk. I thank God for being able to have my legs, my limbs, them to be moving. And I'm going to speed it up these last 5 minutes so we can have a strong 5 minutes. Finish strong. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get here. These last 5 minutes, guys. Last 5, all right? Any questions in the chat, make sure you put them in. We're looking for breaks of structure on the different pairs that we've been looking at. We're looking for a retracement up on gold so that we can get in for a possible sell down. On the NAS, we've already made over $250 on that pair. It looks like we were starting to get a little bit of a retracement back down on NAS. I'm clicking it. Come on, NAS. Pull up, NAS. So we're looking to see if we're going to get a little pullback here. We might be able to ride that back up. Our TP on the NAS is here at the 29,106, but I want you guys to be careful because this is a daily area here. The market broke structure here on the daily. So this is a super strong area right here, okay? And then on the Dow, we're looking for some type of possible break, and then we'll be looking to carry it down, okay? So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the market to break 153, 125. If it closes beneath 53, 125, we'll look for the retracement back up, and then we'll carry it down, okay? So had a pretty successful trading day. We're green. We had one loss on the Dow earlier. I got in too soon, but now we're looking for, we're not revenge trading. We took a buy on the NAS based off of what we had marked up. We don't revenge trade, okay? And what we are going to look is we're going to look for a sell down here on the Dow Jones if the market presents it to us, okay? So that's what I'm going to be looking for. Finishing this funded challenge, you guys have, I think, about 800 left to knock out. So hopefully we can knock that out by Wednesday. And what I want you guys to think about out there is every single month, you know, when I was a sales director for Mary Kay, we started every month off at 0. And we had to figure out how we're going to go from 0 to hero. That's my Aunt Linda. How are we going to go from 0 to the production that you need for your pink Cadillac, the production that you need for your team to be a team, for you to win your first car, for you to become a red jacket. And I want you to think about your trading the same way, because you can create the type of production that you need for your lifestyle, okay? And so I don't care if it's just to buy you a pack of bubble gum. Bubble gum used to be 25 cents, but I want you to feel confident in knowing that if I needed 25 cents, I'm just using that as an example. I don't even know if you can withdraw 25 cents, but I'm just using it as an example. If you needed $1 or $2 or $5 for lunch money on a daily basis, will you be able to get that out the market? And that's what I want you to think of. I want you to think of your month starting off like that, because I love new months, because it's a time for us to set goals, okay? So this is the time to listen up, like these lives, because we are going to be changing your life. We're going to be thinking about what the next 5 months of this year is going to look like for you, okay? What do you want it to look like from you? What do you want to get out of this, okay? We've gone 4.5 miles today, guys. A little less than what I prefer, but still good. 4.5 miles, 520 calories. And I'll take it, okay? I'll take it. But what do you want? What do you want your month to look like? How much do you want to make from trading. And even if you are in demo still and you're not even making any profit out yet, I want you to say to yourself, how many successful trades do I want to have? How many successful trades do I want to be able to see in demo this month? Because if you're in demo, what you want to be doing is you want to be preparing yourself to not be in demo forever. Let me tell you, I went to my very first trading conference that I went to. I met people that had been trading for 10 years and they were still in demo. They had been doing it for years and years. And I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, that should, that could have been enough to keep me from getting started right there, just seeing the fact that the people were still in demo. And I was like, what's wrong? Why are they still in demo? And it's not anything wrong with demo. But what I want you to do is set some goals if you're in demo that you should be working towards getting out of demo. Set some goals. I'm going to have 15 successful trades for the month of August. I'm going to have, whatever your goals are. I don't know what your goals are. I want to be able to take the demo account from 1,000 to 2,000. Whatever your goals are, let me know what they are in the chat, though. I want us to set some goals because we can't just keep doing this haphazardly, okay? We can't be doing this haphazardly. Yes, amen, Elena. We can't keep doing this. We got to be doing this with a purpose because this changes lives. So my goal is to pass this funded challenge here in the next couple days. And then by the end of August, I want to have 3 funded challenge funded. Okay. So that's my personal goal, that are making money every single day. So that when I've just made 250 on one account, that would have been 250 on 3 accounts. That would have been 750 profit. Do you understand? And that's the way that I'm going to be doing my account. And I'm not taking it. It's not going to be any big, giant, excessive numbers as of yet, but they're going to be realistic numbers that all of us can. There's something that all of us can do. And so, what are your goals? Let me know what your goals are in the chat. Let me know what they are, because we are going to hold each other accountable. You guys are watching me pass this funded challenge literally right now. You guys are on here trading with me, so I'm being accountable to you. And so you let me know how I can hold you accountable. What are your goals for the month of August? Put it in the chat. We're going to hold each other accountable. Staar will be passing this funded challenge, and Staar will be buying 2 more funded challenges and passing all of those, or passing those next 2 during the month of August. That's what I'm doing, okay? And that's my goal for trading. And I will be making money. And by September 1st, September, October, November, December, we'll have 4 months left in the year. Between September and December, some amazing things are going to be happening, because we're going to begin to see the beautiful benefits of compounding interest working in our favor. Okay. A lot of times we only see compounding interest working in the credit card company's favor. They get all the compounding interest. Okay. They get all the interest every single month. We never get to see accounts compound. But I'm telling you what, we're going to be able to see compounding work for us in trading by building these accounts, stacking them, and doing it together, and doing it slowly but surely, not over leveraging, just doing it slowly but surely. Okay. So that's my goal. We've been on here an hour and 59 minutes. Let's see if we got that break. It's coming down to that area. I see it. It's coming down to that area. And we didn't get a break. We didn't get a break. Okay. All righty, guys. Let's see here. Let's see what we're going to get. We've been on here for 2 hours. Let's see what we're going to get, friends. Let's see. All right. That's what I'm looking for today, guys. You got anybody have any questions you want to put in the chat? Any questions you want to ask before we get off here? It's 11:21. I'm ready to cook my baby some breakfast. We've made money. We've had a green day. Yay! Yay! Yay to all of you. Thank you guys for tuning in this morning. So anybody have any questions for me before we get out of here? All right. Well, thank you guys so this morning. I am Staar Fields. I know trading can seem a little bit challenging. It can actually seem really, really hard, and it can seem like you're never, ever, ever going to get it. But I promise you will get it. I am a living witness. I want you guys to be able to see market structure. If you keep coming on day after day, I'm sure your eyes will start to see the highs and the lows and the highs. And that's all market structure really is. It's those higher highs and higher lows. And I promise you, if you come on, that you'll be able to see the market a little more clearly. Okay, it'll begin to get clearer and clearer and clearer for you. And I know you can do it because I can do it. Okay. And we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. So hope you guys had a great morning. Thanks for being on, all of you. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks for your love, your support, your thumbs up and everything. And guess what? I'm Staar Fields and you've been trading with the stars. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.